Bev again with another video. And as I said in my last post, my Instagram post, I'm going to make this a two-part video, okay? Now, for you people that watch me on YouTube, you don't know this, but I lived in Africa teaching math and science for just over 2 years, and I had a motorcycle there. So what I said on Instagram and what I'm going to do now is the last part of every video, I'm going to give you one of my motorcycle stories and just to share it, okay? So today's video is going to be on bench press hand grips, right? You see people holding the bench press barbell differently, right? Hands are closer together, farther apart, different grips. Okay, so when you do a bench press, you are primarily going to be targeting 3 groups of muscles, right? Your chest or your pecs, the front of your delts, the anterior delts, and the back of your upper arms, which is called the triceps. But depending on your grip, you can change which one of these muscles you stress more, okay? So narrow, close grips are going to help your upper chest more and certainly work your triceps more. Now, if you have a wide overhand grip, it's going to target your lower chest more and less triceps. Reverse underhand grips, and especially if they're close, are going to make your triceps work harder, but they're going to be easier on your shoulders. And that's because there's less of a range of motion. So if you have any elbow or shoulder joint problems, this is the way to go. Now, the next video, I'll do foot placements for lower exercises, okay? But right now, the second part of the video, I'm going to give you a motorcycle story. And in this particular one, I mean, I've had 4 different bikes in my life and I've ridden over 5 different countries. This particular story is going to be from Nigeria, West Africa. Okay, so I lived in a little town called Boko, pronounced G-B-O-K-O. G was not sounded out in it. It was Boko. And I had no electricity, no running water. I mean, there was a local market. It was just a small little bush town. It had a girls' school and a boys' school. So I was teaching at the girls' school, and I lived on the compound. So normally I went out, I had no helmet, I wore flip-flops, I went to the local market, blah, blah. But when I wanted to go distance traveling for whatever reason, I had a helmet that I had brought from Canada, and I actually had a pair of running shoes, right? So one day I had a few days off from school and I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to go into southern Nigeria because, I haven't been down there yet. So I packed up my bike, put on my helmet, running shoes, and away I went. And when I look back on it, I'm 73 now, I'm thinking, whoa, I would never do that myself now alone. But anyway, when you're in your 20s, you're invincible, right? Away I went and I traveled for, 150, 200 kilometers, and I encountered a river. I think it was part of the Katsina-Ala River, but it wasn't a wide river. I could see the other side, and I don't think it was a really deep river. But certainly, how was I going to get across? And better yet, how was I going to get my motorcycle across? Lo and behold, there were some local guys there, and they had a huge dugout canoe. You know when you think of a dugout from a big tree, and they explained to me that for some money, they would take me and my motorcycle across the river. I'm thinking, how are you going to do that? Well, they picked up the bike, they put it in the middle of the dugout, and one of the guys got on it, straddled it, and I'm thinking, boy, he's got to have a good core and good quads, right? He's hanging on to this bike. And then they looked at me, no, they understood white people did not want to step in the river because we were told in Canada before we left that we could contract bilharzia, really a bad disease. So I'm not stepping in the water. Oh, no problem. Little bit of extra more money. They picked me up, carried me over, put me into that dugout canoe with my bike. So I'm thinking, oh, I don't know how stable this is. I'm sitting behind the bike. The guy is straddling the bike. There's a guy on the front, I think, and then a guy gets in the back with a pole, and away we go across that river. And now I'm thinking, oh my God, if this guy dumps this, this bike of mine into the river, I'm lost. That's my transportation. And furthermore, I'm going to get dumped into the river. Anyway, long story short, I make it across the river, my bike too, and we're all safe. Pay the guys off. Away I go, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I got to come back. But I did come back. It did work. I never got bilharzia, and my bike never got dumped. So I will say to you motorcyclists that are watching this video, don't complain about North American ferries. I don't care how wet the floor is. I don't care if there's no tie downs. You got it better than you do if you're in West Africa. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video. And as I say, I'm going to do the next video on foot placements, okay? And if you like my videos, consider buying my book. Are you fat making or calorie burning? You can get it on Google, Amazon, what else? You can go to your national bookstore chain, Barnes & Noble, Chapters, whatever. Okay, so see you in the next video. Bye for now.